Welcome back to Pokemon Emerald. We're going to be moving forwards into the Petalburg Woods today. We're going to be trying to make it to Rustboro City. That's where I would like to end up today. Get in there, do the gym battle, and maybe help out the, the Silphco guys that get their package stolen there. Now, one thing that I remember when I used to play this as a kid was the bug catchers always had like the same Pokemon. Like they'll have 3 or 4 Wurmples, or 3 of this, or 3 Weedles, or Silcoons, whatever the case may be. There seems to be a recurring theme in all the forests with all the bug type trainers, you know? It's just kind of funny that they never really thought to change it up much, you know? They either have one of the same or only one Pokemon, so you know how that goes. I gotta say though, with all the nonsense around bug Pokemon, you know, they're probably one of my favorites. Like Beedrill growing up was a fantastic Pokemon, or, you know, moving forward, you know, you got Butterfree or Beautifly as things move forward in the generations. Those are the only bug type Pokemon that I've personally liked. Oh, and of course Heracross. Can't forget about classic Heracross. Other than that though, I've never really used bug type on my team ever. Like never, through all the times I played through. Unless it was for one of those Final Evolution forms, like I never used them. But I mean, they do have their dual purposes for sure. You know, the poison is great, as well as, you know, them being a bug in ground or grass and whatever, you know. They have some good combinations for sure, making them lethal against different types. So by all means, I should have used them, but I just never did. So now that this little kid that's lost in the forest here is gone, we're gonna go ahead and, ooh, what is this? And of course that happens, right? Every time you get in front of something. I don't even want you, Poochyena, you know. I've never really used him either. Even Mightyena, you know, sure, he's a good dark type, but all he's special for is learning Bite. So many other ones can do that instead. Alright, so, okay, just a paralysis heal. You know what, I'll take that given all the stuff that's in this forest. I might end up needing that actually, so that's really nice to see. Oh, there you are. Is he from Silphco? I don't remember. I also like how he's just wandering the forest and he just approaches a total stranger, wants to talk about Shroomish. Maybe he wants to pass some shrooms, bro. But now we gotta protect him. Goes from talking about Shroomish to getting jumped by some gangster, Team Aqua. I always thought that the guys that they came up with were pretty cool, you know, Team Rocket, Team Magma, Team Aqua, and all the other ones that are out there nowadays. They don't sound as cool, I find. Oh wow, level 9. Oh, that's not bad. At least we're still stronger, so we're not behind yet. We're still on par. Although it is only the Mudkip. Honestly, I'm not even sure if I'm going to train a second Pokemon. I might put Lotad up a bit because he'll be a good strong one to have at the start. But, you know, honestly, getting Mudkip up and evolving him into Swampert and then just using Surf at level 100, I'm pretty sure just wipes the floor with the Elite Four every time. Like, Surf just kills everything. I'm almost positive. I'm going to test it once we get there, but I think that is the way that it goes. Personally, I've always chosen Mudkip. You know, I chose Trico a few times and Torchic just because, you know, cute little Firebird. But then it turns into this ugly, you know, kick-using fire user. And I don't know, I think that they should have made it a cute little thing, given Trico and, like, Sceptile is kind of ugly, you know. And then Swampert or Marshtomp, you know, they're not the... Anyways, it's not about being aesthetically pleasing, but yeah, I just thought I'd put that out there. But anyways, now that we've kind of rescued this guy, and he's in a hurry, we better go ahead and get out of the forest. I think we're almost out. This one's a lot shorter than Viridian Forest and Fire Red, actually, by a lot. So maybe I can get past this guy without having to worry, but I'm going to heal up Mudkip first. So now that, oh, he didn't even bother. Nice. That is fantastic. Probably get this item, and then, oh, okay. You know what, I might capture you. Is this one that evolves into, is it Dustox? Or is this one Beautifly? I don't remember anymore. Oh, I haven't played this in such a long time. It's kind of nice, though. It's nice and fresh. I don't remember a single thing. You know, the odd thing comes to mind, but it's great. Well, I'm going to assume that this works. A Great Ball against a level 5, you know. Okay, I was going to say if not, that'd be absolutely ridiculous and just such a waste. Otherwise, I would have regretted not hurting him first, but hey, I'll take that. At least now I got a little throwaway Pokemon if something takes a turn for the worst in here. You know what? I'll take that. Definitely gonna need those later down the line, I'm thinking. But, oh, hey, at least the gate's right there, so we're pretty much out. Little Wurmple. Oh, he's a higher level than the one I have, too, level 5. Don't you hate it when you catch one and then this happens? But, you know, I'm not gonna waste time catching another one, so whatever. I'm probably not even gonna train him anyway. But let's get the heck out of this forest and progress onwards. I think that we come to an area where there's like a whole bunch of trainers, and we have to kind of fight our way through to get to the next town. Oh, I was right! Oh, and of course we're gonna be a menace to society, pick these berries, and not put any in its place because no one else gets the berries except for us. We are like a bear in the woods. These are our forageable, our find, nobody else. Man, all the sounds in this are so satisfying. The little happy little bow, 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 when you're picking berries. I love it. The music in this game is so good. Like Gen 3 had so much good stuff about it. Oh my goodness. And I also liked that, you remember that underground tunnel system that you can do? You can like build bases and find items, furniture down there. That was always fun to play with your friends. Was it in this one, or is that a diamond and pearl thing? I don't remember. Is that this one? We're gonna have to find out later on, because I don't remember. That's gonna drive me nuts. I hope so, because if so, I'm gonna make a real cool base underground. But if not, then I'm gonna have to just play Pearl and do it anyways, so it works out. Also, I don't want you, Poochiana, friggin' Stinky Anna. Get out of here, Stinky. Yeah. Alright, well, not much behind the flower shop, I guess, but time to begin doing a bunch of people as we progress downwards, if I could use my fingers right. Jeez, oh my god. Alright, well, here we go. I guess we might as well start with this gentleman right here. He looks like he's the Richie type. Maybe we'll get some good money for some Pokeballs. Yeah, I decided to name the Mudkip Meow. My roommate's playing through Harry Potter, and she named herself Meow Catums, and I thought that was a really creative name, so I was gonna make Mudkip Meow Catums. I like that. Also, Jar Jar Kinks, that's another good one right there. Started watching the Star Wars movies for the first time in years, like 10 plus years for sure. We just finished Attack of the Clones, gonna be watching the third one relatively soon, which is nice because I believe those are the ones on Disney Plus that actually have the old graphics. Like, we watched the first two and we were like, there's no way that this is the way it used to look, right? So we discovered after watching that we basically wasted our time. Don't get me wrong, it was still a good movie, but I would have much rather watched the classic myself. By the way, I can't believe how good they made those movies for when they came out. I see why it was so popular. Why was it so, like, hated and a nerd thing? I'm surprised it wasn't, like, the new trend with everybody. People are just rude, absolutely ridiculous. And who cares nowadays anyways, but I'm looking forward to it anyways, continuing onwards. I'm looking forward to learning the story, you know. I had some friends and stuff that were talking about it, and I just didn't even know what they were on about or who the people were. So I was like, you know what, it's been a while, I'm gonna watch the Star Wars movies. I also want to continue picking up, The Lord of the Rings. You know, I want to rewatch Riverdale, The 100. Oh, such a good series, you know. And of course, being up in Canada, Trailer Park Boys, you gotta watch that at least once a year, or do what I do and watch the Christmas special on the Christmas day of every year. And now we have the Kenny versus Spenny ones as well. If you've never seen Kenny versus Spenny, absolutely hilarious show. You have to watch it. Two guys compete and they mess with each other. They do competitions like who can keep a dump in their pants the longest. Just so many good ones. Who can blow the biggest fart? Who can drink more alcohol? So many different random things, and super inappropriate. I can't believe, like, nowadays you wouldn't be able to get away with it, but like back in the early 2000s, like, there was some crazy stuff. You'd cut away to a commercial and you'd come into a humiliation of, you know, when they lose the competition, they have to do a humiliation basically. And, you know, there's some where, you know, it looks like the one guy is getting pooped on or whatever. Just absolutely, like, shocking for the people in the early 2000s. You know, it makes me laugh thinking about it. But yeah, if you haven't seen Kenny vs. Spenny, you definitely should. I highly recommend it. It's super funny. Also a good time when you're drinking, or, you know, maybe you prefer the green grass, you know. But yeah, it's a good show. Definitely check it out. Man, I hate Shroomish in this game. They're just such a pain enemy, and I think they have that ability where if you, like, I'm surprised it didn't happen to me using Tackle, but, like, if you use a physical move on the Shroomish, you get affected by its spores or something, you end up paralyzed and stuff, and just absolutely terrible. You know what, at least now is a good opportunity to get low-tad some levels, I guess, fight this little... These kids don't even look like they can walk. Like, they should still be in a stroller or something, bro. What are they doing by the lake? Unattended, mind you. I could just walk by and shove them in the water, and that's a write-off right there. Goodbye, Bloodline. But hey, we're not going to do that. Instead, we're going to beat them with our Pokemon. Almost some questionable parenting here. Yeah, I just let my two kids go out, you know. They stand on this little floating bridge over the water. There's no guards or anything, but they'll be fine, you know. Or, you know, there won't be any rogue Pokemon that'll pull them in or anything, you know. They'll be fine. They got Lotad and C-Dot. At least they'd be safe from the Magikarp, eh? Oh, speaking of people going off by themselves, it's Valentine's Day tomorrow. For all you lonely people out there, feel free to go buy yourself a sixer, crack that open, get yourself some Grasserino from your local dispensary if you're Canadian. If not, then hopefully you're where it's legalized, because it is great. It definitely increases the quality of life, but you deserve to treat yourself. If you're lonely, get some tasty food, some delicious, tasty, fruity liquor drinks, and you have yourself a good night. And even if you're with your partner, have some fruity liquor drinks and have a good night still. Watch some movies, you know. Like I said, I've been watching Star Wars, much more to come after that. Pick your favorite movie, relax, enjoy some drinks, have a good night. Nothing wrong with that. Well, there goes those two. Down they go, back to the Pokemon Center. So strange that they don't have to... I think it would be cool if, like, after you defeated them, they would wander into the nearest town. Of course, that would be way too much to expect when it's just the vanilla version, of course. The ROMs can give us that, but you know how that goes with Game Freak and whatnot. Speaking of Game Freak, you know, I find it interesting that, like, they're so beefing over Pal World. You know, they do have their similarities, but it's great. I've only tried Pal World once. I'm going to do a full playthrough in the future, so I don't plan on really doing a whole lot with it. I'm just going to avoid videos completely and avoid the spoilers. I also regret talking to this guy. I couldn't remember if he gave you the old rod or not. Unfortunately, it looks like it's going to be one of those Magikarp battles where he has like 3 of them, so we're just going to skip past that. Magikarp, use and splash. Magikarp, take a bath. I wonder what level Magikarp evolves into Gyarados. I don't remember. Do you have to use a water stone, or does it just evolve after like level 30 or something? I wonder. If it's like level 16 or 18, maybe I should get me a Magikarp once I have the old rod. Then I could get one. Be really cool to get a red Gyarados like the one you see on TV. Oh, and I just remembered. What is it? At the end of this one, you get Lugia or Latios, right? Or Latios, right? I believe. Not Lugia, sorry. Yeah, I think you picked the color on the TV or something, right? Something like that. But anyways, we're at Rustboro now. So basically the things we got to do here are defeat the Pokemon Gym, and then we have to rescue the Silphco or whatever company he works for. We got to save that guy from Team Aqua still and get their stuff because, you know, we're just doing random side quests and helping strangers we meet. Maybe I was going to get groceries and I don't want to help you do that. Maybe I'm going to mind my own business. I ain't seen nothing. But in this case, we have to help. But another thing that you have to do when you get to Rustboro, right beside the Pokemon Center here on the left is actually the Cutter's house, not the emo cutters, but you know, the ones where you can get the HM cut and then use it, you know, once you get the first badge, and then, you know, be able to get some unique items and things like that. Thank God it's not like what was it in Fire Red Vermilion City, I think, where you had to get cut to access the gym and stuff. And I don't remember where you found it, to be honest. I don't remember anymore. But hey, at least we got it from this guy, the Master Log Cutter. Oh yeah. You know what? Something I should consider doing is going to the Pokemart. I haven't been there. I should probably get some more Pokeballs and potions and stuff because I'm running low, you know, at this point. I've used all the freebies, haven't spent any money, so I should probably pick up a couple things. Maybe some repels too, just because I don't remember. Is there caves early on in this one, just like in Fire Red where there's Mount Moon, right? And you're getting Zubats every 5 steps. I think I might buy a couple just so I don't have to put up with a situation like that ideally. But, you know, that's alright if so, whatever. We'll get an escape rope just in case, because I really hate the whole cave crawling dungeon type thing, so the easier I can get out, the better. Oh, speaking of, I just remembered that the Reggies are in this game. Reggie Rock, Reggie Ice, and Reggie Gigas. What's the last form of the Reggies? I don't remember. Can you get that one in this game if you capture all 3? I don't remember if you can make him spawn or not. I wonder. I hope it's not like one of those. I think it's kind of silly that Pokemon's released their games, but you could never complete the Pokédex without having to get the other one, like Fire Red or Leaf Green, or Sapphire and Ruby, or whatever the case may be. Like, why can't they release a game just like the people do with all the ROM hacks? Like, there's so many good ones where you can actually complete the Pokédex. Like, what were they thinking when they released these? Like, why take away such a wonderful thing, aside money, of course, and hopefully making you have to trade with your friends, which I understand, but I think it's a little silly myself. Now, also, these Geodudes ain't got nothing on our Mudkip. We're gonna blow through this gym like nothing. I'm just worried about, what is her name? Roxanne. We gotta see her and take care of her anyways, but I think she has a nose pass, so we're gonna have to be wary of that. I think that he just spams Rock Tomb, which is really unfortunate. It makes you slower, so he always attacks first, but I guess we'll take out these two beforehand. Some little boy in a cave miner, or whatever he is. Oh, alright, here we go. Watch, I'm betting these guys are just going to be rocking Geodudes or something. Yeah, I thought so. And I bet the other two are just Geodudes as well. Like, what are these guys thinking? Brock, or Roxanne, sorry, in this case, chose these people that use the same two Pokemon with no variety and a crappy, horrible moveset. And she's like, yeah, no, trust me, those guys, they got my back. They'll defeat the trainers before they get to me. Just, you know, to blow right through them. Like, is she paying these people? Is this a volunteer program? Like, what are they doing, you know? I think that there is some poor decision and business-making decisions going on here. I think Roxanne needs to talk to her accountant. Maybe she's paying them a little too much, or not enough, and maybe that's why they got these crappy Pokemon. But don't get me wrong, you know, Graveler and Golem are great, but you know, God knows how long they've been here for before I even moved into town, before we got to Little Root. And these guys have been here slaying people, or, you know, I wonder what the ratio of success is amongst the youth. All the 10-year-olds that get their first Pokemon and come here. I wonder what you'd do if you got an electric type like Ash. Like, what do you do against the rock types? Like, you might have tackle or something, sure, but good luck, like, literally, like, hitting a rock with your body. And then you can't use any of your electric moves, like, it's crazy. I don't even know why Geodude knows the move, what is it, Mud Sport? Like, what's the point? The electricity doesn't affect you anyways, unless you're, like, supporting your team with a water type or something. But it just, I think it's kind of a silly addition to Geodude, kind of unnecessary. But now that he's down, we're going to go ahead and get up to Roxanne, take out her probably army of Geodudes if I had to guess, and then get to that dirty nose pass. Alright, on to the gym leader. I'm glad we didn't take much damage there, that way we don't have to waste any of our potions. You know, gonna do that safety save just in case. I went into the Pokemon Center and stuff, but I would hate to have to walk here just if it were to happen if we get whited out by that nose pass. So we're gonna take her down. Also, props to the people that do the music in this game. Seriously, like the gym battles and stuff, the music is great, just listen. That was sarcasm, by the way. Because of this ROM, I don't know what the deal is, but the audio sometimes, it just makes the little like it makes the pitches different, higher and lower, and it just makes the sound so funny sometimes, just completely distorts the music. But you know what, it kind of makes it great. It remixes it in a good way. Oh wow, this one's pretty much just free levels. You know, I've heard that some people will come to the gym leader and they'll fight the Geodudes just to like power level some Pokemon up, and then they'll lose intentionally. Take out the Geodudes, rinse and repeat, because they're an easy like couple hundred XP, right? So it's a smart thing to do at the start, but you just can't get too carried away because, you know, if you go too high, then your Pokemon won't obey you, and then you're in a situation. So got to be wary of that. But is Nose Pass next? Alright, well I'm just gonna hope that I can just water gun him to death. I don't remember if Mud Slap works good. I don't remember, is he just a rock type, or is he like rock ground? I don't remember, is ground super effective against rock? I want to say it is, but I'm gonna stick with water gun to be safe, just because I don't think I can afford to mess up here or waste time with a different attack, just in case. Oh yeah, you would have a berry or something. I see how it is. And I bet there's going to be endless potions used here too. You know, when I started playing this, I was really caught off guard. Like, one lady used a full restore at the start of the game. Like, what are you talking about? Where did she get the money for it? And like, where did she even buy it? Did she go halfway? Like, has she already been partways through the game, or this, you know, the town, or, you know, the world, whatever this place is to her? Like, it's crazy, man. Oh yeah, and then there goes the Rock Tomb madness. We're going to see what happens here. At least he's like low health, unless she chooses to heal again. Can she? Oh yeah, Roxanne, friggin' rock sand. We're gonna show you what's up. Nose Pass got nothing. As long as I keep dripping on him, do a little spit bubble every now and then, you know? Kind of a weird animation for water gun, speaking of. Yeah, down with Nose Pass. Now Roxanne is defeated, and that is our first gym badge acquired, and we leveled up. I think we get, what, one more level, and then we get to evolve our Mudkip, right, into Marsh Stomps? That's pretty cool, too. And now that we've done the gym in this city, which, by the way, I can't believe that ridiculous tackle. You see that nonsense? Like, of course, bro almost crits me right at the end. I would have had low tat anyway, but still, close call right there. Whoa, got the stoner badge, dude. No, but we got the stone badge, so that's great. We also get rock tomb. Maybe I can teach it to marsh stomp once Mudkip evolves. I don't think Mudkip can learn it personally. So now that she's done, we're gonna go ahead and continue onwards. Once we step out of the gym here, this guy's gonna get, gonna have some Team Aqua guy run by, and he's gonna be like, oh, my package, I've fallen and I can't get up, and he needs our help. So basically what we gotta do is go and chase down that thug. I believe there's a couple of trainers. We have to go to the right side or the east side of town, I guess, in the top right. And then we have to go down and fight some people, and then I think some Team Aqua members, and then we help out this guy get into the big building of Silphco or whatever it is. Until I know what it is Silphco. So we're gonna head over here and see what this guy needs, help him out again because we love doing side quests. We haven't even stopped to get tacos. I'm hangry at this point. I gotta help you with your nonsense. But anyways, this was the end of part 2. I will see you in part 3. Thank you for watching.